Okay, so it's time for another episode of 2 Minute Tuesday. And this week I'm going to be talking about the difference between the living costs when you live in the north of Europe compared to the living costs that you will have when you move here to, let's say, the Hondón Valley here in Spain. But what I'm not going to do is go into the finite details of this is how much your gas bill is in the north, this is how much your gas bill is here. There are lots of price comparison websites that you can go on and do that. What I'm going to do is sort of give you some food for thought as to what is going to be maybe potentially slightly more expensive here in Spain and what is going to be potentially cheaper in Spain. So welcome to this week's episode of 2 Minute Tuesday with Hondón Valley Homes. Okay, so the first thing that you're really going to notice that's a lot different is the cost of properties, and this is obviously going to be the biggest cost that you're going to have when you're coming here. Even though you're paying tax when you're buying the house, you will find that you will swap a property in the north of Europe and get considerably more for your money here. You'll get more land, you'll get more property, you'll get swimming pools, garages, things like this. And it would, in general, if you're swapping like for like, you would get an awful lot more here in Spain than you would in your home country. And then things that run hand in hand with that is that you'll also find things like insurance will be considerably cheaper. I obviously come from the UK, and what we generally find is that the price that we would pay in euros for our things like our house insurance and our car insurance, things like this, will be the same in pounds as they are in euros, so probably 15-20% cheaper. And then things again like car insurance will be quite a lot cheaper. Cars, if you buy a resale car, I generally think they can be more expensive. The people in Spain tend to keep their cars a little bit longer. I think everybody nowadays keeps their cars a little bit longer. I read somewhere that the average car on the roads nowadays is about 9-10 years old, which is amazing, but that's the cost of living crisis. Fuel again is cheaper, although with everything that's been happening in the past with different parts of the world, we can't guarantee what the fuel costs are anymore. But then things like electricity and gas, you'll find are probably on par because these are probably fixed prices. Then we have things like, if you're a social bird and you like going out for meals and restaurants and going out with friends, then you'll find that restaurants and places like this are going to be an awful lot cheaper. I was with clients on Friday in the Notary, and we got there nice and early, so we went and had a coffee in the plaza right in the centre of the town, which you would expect would be the most expensive place to sit. And we had 4 coffees and 2 tostadas because it was in the morning, and it came to just under 10 euros. And I think that would have cost considerably more if we were elsewhere. In fact, 3 tostadas. Very cheap. And then if you go out for an evening meal, things like this, you'll find that prices are incredibly competitive. In the supermarkets, food prices are generally a little bit cheaper, but what you will find is because most of the food is grown here, that it's fresh. It's not ripen at home. And if you choose to buy so for example, here in Hondon, we have street markets on a Wednesday and a Saturday. And if you buy in the street markets, it can be, first of all, your potatoes have still got soil on because they came out the ground the following previous day. But the prices will be even cheaper than the supermarkets. And things like wine and alcohol aren't taxed to the same extent that they might be in the north of Europe. But I'm hearing you say there must be some things that are more expensive. So let's take a look at those. So as I mentioned, cars on resale basis are often more expensive here. What I found with new cars is that the prices are probably set nationally. So we've just bought a new car, and when I went onto the manufacturer's website and then checked the price in different countries if there was any saving. The prices worked out within a few €100 of each other. So if you're buying a new car, I don't think there's a huge difference. But on resale cars, they keep their value better. So you'll pay more for a second-hand car here, but it hopefully should retain its value more. Healthcare is quite expensive here in Spain. So if you're looking at if you need healthcare for a visa, or if you need healthcare, then healthcare can be quite expensive. And one of the other things that people don't sort of realise when they move to Spain is that if you are living here, you're probably going to fly back to your home country a little bit more often than if you lived in your home country, fly to Spain for birthdays, weddings, funerals, family get-togethers, all the bits and bobs. So you need to factor in the cost that you're going to be travelling backwards and forwards quite a bit. More so in the early years that you're here, less so when you've been here for a bit longer. But there are always going to be reasons for you to need to travel. And then also, when you're here, you're based. Let's say if you're here in the Hondón Valley, it's the perfect spot for then traveling around Spain and going and exploring this magnificent country. So I found that since I've lived here, the amount of money I spend on Airbnb and hotels is far more than it was when I was in the UK. But there we go. That's, we haven't gone into individual prices. It's just a skim on the surface. But if you think there's any things that are either more expensive or cheaper in Spain that I've missed out, then let me know in the comments, and I'll be quite interested to hear your thoughts. So that's it for this week's episode. We'll see you for the next one in a couple of weeks' time. But until then, have a great day. Adios.